community in South Florida and across America is diverse. Our community across the world is vast. And here are the bullet points of the queer news for today, Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. Next up, let's queer up politics. History as Mississippi elects Black gay man and Virginia's first trans woman to House and Senate. So I definitely was excited that we're going to talk about this story, especially since you are from one of the cities that is celebrating today, right? Yes. So both Mississippi and Virginia had dramatic election results for the LGBTQ plus community this week. Mississippi this week elected Fabian Nelson as first out LGBTQ plus state legislator.
We have to fight back by having the uncomfortable conversations that are very much needed. In order to grow, you have to become uncomfortable. And so having a voice there to constantly say, hey, this is what we need to do, and trying to kind of make people understand why this is so important. We have to fight for every single person to have equal rights, women, African Americans, Latino. There's so many marginalized communities that are affected. And if we allow one group of people to have their rights stripped away, what's going to happen next is another group of people will start to lose their rights. So I am look forward to being a sound voice for every single person in my district and in my state.
Is this real life?
It really is.
I just got to know, because I was born in Mississippi. I've been back a few times, family reunions. I still have relatives there. And this blew my mind. Absolutely. I'm like, there's no freaking way that can be true. But it is.
And it is. And you went and looked it up on Google. Like, hey, these people don't know what they're writing. What are you talking about? It's historic also because, he's a person of color. And, it's crazy the strides that we've made, but it's also crazy how far we still need to freaking go, right? That we still have to do these stories. And I say it countless times that I yearn for the day that we don't have to say today, this new organization has the first Black trans person, or this organization has a person of color. But we're not there yet, folks. So we will continue to bring that news to you because it's important to give people their flowers,
That's right.
So he won the seat for the state Senate and had no opponent, and no opponent ran against him, okay? And the district represents the state capital of Jackson. That is your capital, huh?
Yes. Yep. Jackson, the city. I'm actually from southeast of there, just a little bit, Natchez Trace.
Okay. Can you tell me what LGBTQ plus life is there? Like Mississippi, is there a gay bar? Is there a neighborhood? No, but your face is no. What are you talking about?
No such thing.
No one has a little progressive flag somewhere.
No,
is there a pride?
You don't see any of that in Mississippi. No.
Wow. Okay. So that just made this story even more important.
I'll always remember that moment. I bet all of us will. That deep sigh of relief, the excitement felt across the country that finally, we could marry the person we love. I got to marry my wife, Kathy. We're celebrating 32 years this year. It mattered. It mattered very much.
Anise Parker, president and CEO of the LGBTQ plus Victory Fund, said, quote, "At a time when bigotry in politics is on the rise, voters in Mississippi have chosen a different path. Fabian's victory is a testament to his dedication to his community. Today, we celebrate with all the Mississippians who long for a better future that's free of discrimination," end quote.
Love that.
So how perfect is that, right?
Incredible.
Mississippi lost a Supreme Court case over GOP gerrymandering to prevent Black representation in the state House of Representatives. So karma's a bitch, all right?
Doesn't that sound a little bit familiar?
It really does, right? Just a tad. One Reddit post said that on Fabian's victory, quote, the help documents the struggle of the Black community in Jackson, Mississippi in the 1960s. So interesting that now the maid gets a seat at the dinner table, right? And he's gonna be saying what we're eating.
Yeah.
How about that, right? Representative is Nelson. No, I'm sorry. So it's also Trans Day Remembrance Month, and what an impressive way to recognize it with the election of Danica Roem to the state Senate of Virginia.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Incredible.
Be who you are and be that well because of who you are, not despite it, and not for what other people tell you you're supposed to be. And at the same time, as we talk about that, let's recognize violence where we see it. Let's call out violence where we see it, and let's do something to prevent it. And for those kids, I hope as a society we agree that no kid should be bullied. No child should be singled out and stigmatized. No child should feel scared to go to school and say, I don't belong here.
And what advice would you give to their parents, the parents of the young Danica Roems out there?
Love them because of who they are, not despite it.
With her election, she is the first trans woman in history to be elected to a Southern state Senate. Again, talking about the Great South. Roem was serving her third term in Virginia House, and the LGBTQ plus Victory Fund's Anise Parker said, quote, she made LGBTQ plus history tonight. Her win tonight will make national headlines and serves as a deafening rebuke to bigots who continue to try and silence the LGBTQ plus community and trans people in particular, end quote.
Incredible, right? So we were just talking the other day about the shoulders upon which we stand, right? So look at her. Like, this is her legacy.
Yeah.
Incredible. We're so happy.
Well, and she didn't go like the other gentleman, right? She didn't go without an opponent. She went up against
That's right.
an ex-cop, an ex-detective, you know, and it just depends on which way you slide. That's usually more trusted, you know, when it comes to, oh, if I don't know a lot about the people running, I'm gonna go, oh, well, he's a cop, so maybe. No, not this time. The trans woman won, and won by a lot. Congratulations, my darling.